Why didn't you tell me you were coming back today?
I thought it might be a good idea to catch you on the hop. And obviously it was.
What are you talking about?
Well, I did find you being consoled in your troubles, didn't I?
Mrs. Davidson is a business acquaintance, and that is all. Now, don't try to make anything out of it, Julie.
Well, it's a good thing I came back when I did, considering the mess your ineptitude has got the business into.
It's not my fault we were robbed.
According to the papers, Kay White tried to return the money. Now, why the hell did you have to make such a big fuss out of it? You could have just taken the money back and sacked the woman. If you'd used a little forethought, you could have avoided this whole ugly situation.
You never face the reality of things, do you, Julie? The business has been struggling along on the verge of bankruptcy for months, and you go traipsing off overseas, visiting various fashion shows, pretending you're a manufacturer of high fashion. Whereas, in fact, all we make is cheap fashion for the discount market.
The only reason we do that is because of your small-mindedness. If we went into the high fashion market, we wouldn't have to compete with the cheap Asian product. And about my going overseas, why shouldn't I? You seem to forget, Andrew. It was my money that started the business in the first place.
How could I forget it? You're constantly reminding me.
And what about your lady friend who left so hurriedly? She's a little easier to get on with, is she?
She is a business acquaintance, and that is all. Mrs. Davidson is the governor of Wentworth Detention Center. I began a work scheme with them, hoping the cheap labor might help save the business. Nothing can save it now.
And might I say, the same goes for our marriage.
What?
I've had enough, Andrew. I'm going to divorce you as quickly as possible.
I would never have done it if it hadn't been for my gambling debts. I was almost out of my mind with worry.
Yes, gambling fever can grip one like an octopus. I've seen it before.
Well, I didn't really know what I was doing. Look, what I need is a good lawyer who can make people see that I'm sick, that I should be given treatment, not locked away like some common criminal.
Yes, well, legal aid should be able to help you there. Are you sure you wouldn't care for a cup of tea?
No, thanks.
Oh, very well. The prisoner is ready to go back to her cell, dear.
My name is Miss Bennett.
Yes, dear. Would you care for a cup of tea before you go?
I haven't got time to be drinking cups of tea.
As you wish.
Come on, White.
But, Miss Forster,
Get a move on.
Well, good night.
Night, Meg.
Night.
Oh, hello, Meg. You're just off.
Yes, I am. Are you all right?
Yes, why?
I just thought you looked very tired.
No, I'm fine. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing that I know of.
What about coming over for a drink?
Oh, yes, that'd be lovely. About 8?
Yes, that'd be fine. I'll see you then.
I heard Kay White's claiming her food's been poisoned.
I don't think our food's that bad.
You don't really think someone's tampered with it, do you?
No, but I still have to investigate. Well, I'll see you tonight. Bye.
Bye.
Everything quiet?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Good night, all.
Oh, Miss Forster, I must apologize. I haven't had a chance to talk to you properly today.
Oh, it's no problem, dear. I've got myself nicely settled in.
Good. Well, we'll have a chat tomorrow.
As you wish. Bye-bye.
Oh, Miss Forster. Would you get her back, please, Mr. Fletcher? She hasn't signed off.
Right.
You'd think she'd know the ropes by now. She's been a social worker for so many years.
Well, perhaps she's getting a little absent-minded.
Not going to be much of an asset to the place then, is she?
Give her a chance, Miss Bennett. It is her first day. I'll be in the kitchen if anyone wants me.
What a tiresome lot of nonsense, all this signing in and signing out.
Yes, I know, but it is the regulation, Miss Foster.
All right. Good night again.
Night.
Good afternoon. Good night, indeed. Have you seen what time it is? She should be putting in another couple of hours.
Well, it is the first day. Perhaps she's a bit tired.
Well, she's not going to be overworked if she keeps on at this rate. All she's done today is see one prisoner.
Well, maybe she'll get stuck into the work tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see.
But Hull Vinegar just wouldn't listen. She reckons Kay just wasn't used to prison ducking.
Ripper! When you take a dinner to her, tell her unless she pays up, she'll starve.
What are you gonna do to her dinner?
Won't use the detergent again. Be something even better.
Hey, what about that real hot sauce? You remember we had that Mexican stuff once? Oh, it was awful, and it had that stuff all over it.
Tabasco?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Burn her tongue out.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Davidson. It's not often we see you in here.
No. Where is Mrs. O'Regan?
Oh, she's taking delivery of some stuff.
I see.
Mrs. Davidson, everything all right?
I'm not quite sure.
There been some complaints?
The new prisoner in the isolation block claims the meal that was served to her at lunchtime had been tampered with. She seems to think someone is trying to poison her.
But I don't see how that could be, Mrs. Davidson. I was in here the whole time the meal was being cooked and dished up.
You don't think Gaffney may have had a chance to put something in the food?
Oh, I shouldn't think so.
Birdsworth was on trolley duty at the time, wasn't she? She has been known to make additions to food before.
But Miss Bennett was with her, Mrs. Davidson. I can't see how she could have done it this time.
No, that's true.
You know how most newcomers seem to complain about the food. I don't know why. I do my best.
Yes, I know you do. But just keep a close watch on the women working in the kitchen. I don't want this talk of White's food being poisoned to give anyone any ideas.
I'll be careful, Mrs. Davidson.
Thank you.
Have you been up to some of your tricks again, Margot?
Me? Don't know what you mean, Mrs. O'Regan.
Don't come the innocent stuff with me. I won't have people causing trouble in my kitchen or messing around with my food. Now, you just behave yourself, or I'll speak to Mrs. Davidson and I'll have you put on lavatory duty.
I haven't done nothing. What are you going on about?
I'm just warning you, that's all. And you two.
What am I supposed to have done?
I just don't think you two are a good pair to have together. Now, you can do trolley duty tomorrow, Margot.
All right, if that's how you feel.
I'm glad you could come, Meg. To be perfectly honest, I felt I couldn't bear to spend the evening alone.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
I suppose you know about the report Vera's put in about the factory.
Yes, yes, she has mentioned it.
I don't mean to embarrass you, Meg. I know you have to be loyal to a fellow officer.
We should all be loyal to you, too. Now, Vera knows I don't like what she's done, and I want you to know that no one else had a part in it.
I'm relieved to hear that. I'm going to need all the allies I can get in the next few weeks. You see, the department has decided to make an inquiry into my version of the incident. Apparently, Vera accused me of covering up for Andrew Reynolds.
Look, I don't know whether you know, but... well, it has been implied that your relationship with Mr. Reynolds is more than just a business one.
Yes, I am aware of that. But thank you for trying to warn me.
As far as I can see, it's your own business.
I wish that was so, but unfortunately, the department has to decide whether or not I had a motive for covering up for Andrew Reynolds. But I assure you, Meg, we are purely business acquaintances. Excuse me.
Erica, I'm sorry to disturb you, but
Of course, you know Mr. Reynolds, Meg.
Yes.
Good evening, Mrs. Jackson.
Mr. Reynolds has just come to discuss the cancellation of the work release.
Oh, yes. Yes, well, I'd better be going.
Well, there's no need for that, Meg. Please stay.
No, I intended not to be late anyway. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Meg, but there's no need for you to go, you know.
Oh, I know that. But you want to talk business. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Meg.
I'm sorry I've embarrassed you.
Embarrassed me? Oh, I just finished telling Meg that there was nothing more between us but a business relationship, and you turn up here at this hour of the night.
I know I shouldn't have come, but we couldn't talk for long this afternoon.